Yes, we're just sitting here and relaxing, vibing away. We're talking about the things that, as a people, who we truly are. And the funny thing is that, they will tell us about these things from the Bible that God is love. And I come to realize that all of those things don't work. You see, when they refer to that, they should have just said the African people are love. You see what I'm saying? African people don't have love. They are love. Because no matter how the oppressor do us, treat us, rob us, rape us, kill us, imagine that we still love them as a people. Not I, but all our people still love them. It shows that we are love. We don't have love. We are joy. You see, but the funny thing is, we don't display that amongst each other. We display it to the oppressor, because the oppressor, once they get us to turn inside out on each other and ourselves, so we hate ourselves and yet we still love them. What does that show about you? That you are love. You see what I'm saying is? So I tell people, look here, a person might say, well, Brother Kwaku have a lot of wisdom. I don't have wisdom. I am a wise man. And I know that. I am proud to say that. And it's not that I'm sitting here and thinking that I am high and mighty or any of those things why I say these things. No, you must know that if you're wise or you're foolish. There's nothing wrong with identifying. People make us feel bad if we feel that we know who we are and we identify the qualities with ourselves. You see what I'm saying is? So, I don't have love. I am love. You see what I'm saying is? Because I love my people. I love my people at all costs. You see? And I will do whatever it takes for my people to make them free. That's the real thing. You see? I have displayed that towards my people. And only thing with my people, when they learn to stop loving those who hate them and turn it back on themselves and realize that yes, loving self is not being selfish. Loving self is knowing self, is accepting self. You see? And as I said, we don't enjoy, we full joy because we are joy. So our joy is never ending. It's just those who don't want to turn back within themselves and continue to love in the evil that is oppressing them. You see? That's the thing. But this is true, as I said, I am a realist. And once I come to know who I am and realize and recognize the importance of full joy in every moment in this thing, and even the moments that I experience that is not so wonderful, I learn from them. And so one that is wise can ever still become wiser at all times, because one realizes that growth is never an ending thing. That's why I said I don't even use the word comfort and apply it to myself, because there is no growth in comfort. You see what I'm saying? So I don't deal with love based on emotion, because I realize that who I used to be in thinking that kind of a way, it is the ways and the mind of the oppressor. So once I dismiss the mind of the oppressor and take on my own mind, my own self, I understand exactly what needs to be done. And I have done it and continue to do it. Every day I wake up, what I do, I flush my mind, so to speak. You see, because when your system is toxified, what do you need to do? You need to go and take a cleanse and flush the system and get rid of all the toxicity. So just like you flush the intestines in the body, right, in the stomach, I also have to flush my mind with spiritual laxative, so to speak. You see what I'm saying is, I have to go into deep within my spirituality to get those laxative and flush my mind. Free my mind from the mindset of the oppressor. To realize that no, I don't have these qualities. I am these qualities. Because all of us as a people at some point used to love the oppressor. And that's the sadness, because they realize when they did what they did to us, this is the reason why we become the way we are. You see what I'm saying is? And now we are in a different place. I am in a different place. I don't need to display love towards the oppressor. For no reason, I don't need to display love towards the oppressor. Because you see, I don't walk around and saying, oh, I hate the oppressor and all these different things. I don't have time for that. But I have time to love my own people. You see what I'm saying is, I have time to look for my own people and make sure my own people uplift themselves out of the oppression that they are feeling. Because even a lot of them that always running with the oppressor and saying, oh, they are good people, they are wonderful people. You see, it is because that trueness that is within us as a people, we cannot get rid of it. You see what I'm saying is, just like nature, it makes the breeze blow on everyone. Ra shines on everyone. The rain from Mother Nature falls on everyone. When the rain falls, it don't fall on one man, oh stop. So that shows that love is ever compassing. It doesn't sit there and say, okay, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, and people over there, I'm not make the rain fall upon them. No, we make the rain fall upon both righteous and wicked, so to speak. And I'm not talking about biblical righteous, I'm talking about spiritually righteous, knowing oneself, realizing what one must do to free themselves. You see, and as I said, when we talk about the quality of love that we are and not what we have, what is it that we are doing? We are not doing this out of emotion, because we realize that we must look for our own people, and we must help to provide for them, whether it's knowledge, whether it's food, whatever it takes to make sure we take care of our own. The so-called leaders that we have amongst our people don't know themselves and don't want to know themselves, because they have taken the total mindset of the oppressor to become part of the problem, you see, instead of the solution. So you will never find solution among your so-called leaders that you install in front of you, because they are there to cause you to suffer some more. And no one can prove me wrong on that point, because that's what they have been doing from their very inception. So we have to learn to let those people go. We have to learn to stop depending on those people and make those people realize that no, we don't need you anymore. All these so-called leaders in Africa and wherever you find yourself in the Caribbean, and they call themselves, or in America, wherever you find yourself in the diaspora for our people, you realize that none of these people that you install as leader have any interest in you and your well-being. That's a fact. And you cannot prove me otherwise, because I know their purpose. You see what I'm saying? So they become the oppressor. Their whole families become oppressors. Every one of them. Because they take on the mindset of dominance. You see, the 3D, death, domination, and destruction, because they will destroy their own to prove to the oppressor that I'm just like you. And that's a sad state of affair. So any one of them, I don't care. You see, they always try to play both sides. One minute they are saying, even if you see they stand up and talking about, oh, we got to stop, trusting in these Europeans, and we got to come to our own. And then the other side, oh, we're not trying to offend you. You see what I'm saying is, oh, we're good friends with the Europeans. You can never be friends with your enemy. You see, but that's it. They say out of the same fountain cannot become bitter and sweet water. But these individuals prove that they are both bitter and more bitter than sweet at any given time with their own. So out of a fountain of true, pure, natural water cannot come bitter and sweet at the same time. But out of a corrupt heart and a corrupt mind can come both bitter and sweet at the same time. Isn't that ironic? You see, the funny thing is, I give you this analogy. The same book that everybody trusts in and everybody is saying. This book tell you, it didn't say, don't worry about this person called devil in the sense where, you know, this entity in the sky. It didn't say, be mindful of them. But he says, beware of man. It didn't say beware of the devil. It said, beware of man. But you don't ask yourself the question, why didn't the book say, beware of the devil? No, it said, beware of man, because they will mislead you. Think about that. He said, you dare not trust your own. Isn't that the fact? Don't you see and experience that? So I'm just saying, and you have some people say, oh, you know, Brother Kwaku said he don't believe in the Bible, but he's quoting from the Bible. You see how stupid? So, because I don't believe in the prison system, or the system that is here, I don't supposed to speak about it. How am I going to set you free if I don't take the same book to debunk what they are saying? How am I going to help you to see the truth if I don't take that same book that they used to entrap you to set you free? You see what I'm saying? To make you think. Because that's what we're here to do, is to make you think, make you reason. You see, stop making someone else do the thinking for you and start doing it for yourself. That's when you know that, yes, I have to start asking back the questions that I used to ask when I was a child, that I can come to the place that I need to be, not the place that someone else want me to be. You see, because there's many tricksters, there is all kind of people out there, the deceivers trying to work all kind of deceptions on you, to deceive you at every turn and every given corner and angle. That's what they're doing. So we have to realize and recognize what is taking place amongst ourselves and our people. This is what I'm saying. So it's time for us to stop loving the oppressor and start to love self. That's why when I tell my people, when I see you, I see me. So how can I oppress you? How can I be involved with those who want to oppress you? You see, and as I said, many of our brothers, they will come to us and they will say, oh, you know, these are good people and these are, not all of them are this way. But I'm saying to our people, and those who think the bad people are good people, I feel sorry for you. You see, and the people who has sold our people out, who look like us, they know who they are. When the cops stop them on the street, they won't do anything to them. Because, you see, they have signed their deals with the devil, so to speak. And we know we're not talking about an entity in the sky, because there's no such thing. You see. But they did that against their own people. That's why they won't stand up for you when you're being oppressed. You don't see pastors stand up for you when you're being oppressed. You don't see none of these religious leaders stand up for you when you're being oppressed and your sons and your daughters being shot down in the street. Because you see, they become the oppressor. They take on the full mind and scope of the oppressor. And they will help to destroy you. You live in the motherland and you have an army in this country that you live, and who they want to kill? Not the people who oppress you, you see, but they want to kill you who are not oppressing anyone, because they are working for the oppressor. Because the people who govern over our people, over you and I, are working for the oppressor. to keep their own oppressed, for their own entertainment and their own enjoyment. They have sold you out. Their family lives in mansions and drive cars that you cannot drive, and have houses and bank accounts and all these different things that you cannot have, my dear brothers and sisters. They're not looking out for you. They're not interested in you. They're not interested in your well-being, period. Okay? So when you see those ones who look like us, you see them and they have the houses and the cars, and they look, why you don't have it? That's how they look at you. This is what I'm saying is, you should, why is it that I have it and they know why they have it and you don't? They know. You see? That's the reality. They don't like to hear the truth. They cringe when they hear the truth. You see what I'm saying? They will tell you, oh, you know, these guys, they are conspiracy theorists. That's all they deal with. That's all they talk. No, we don't talk about conspiracy. We talk about reality. These are not conspiracy. The people that are conspiring against you is those that are ruling over you. And until you recognize that and just step away from that. But we know the mass. It's sad to say that the mass amount of our people is not going to stop giving in to the mind of the oppressor and want to become the oppressor. The majority of them is not going to want to do that. We just have to look. Just look. Just look. And no matter what you see happening around us today, and it tells you what you need to know. That's why I tell my brothers and sisters, please, please, my dear brothers and sisters, do not force the truth upon anyone. Doesn't matter if it's your mother, your father, your sons, or your daughter, or your nieces, or your nephew, or your cousins, your grandfather, your father, or your uncle, or anyone. Do not force any truth try to force this upon anyone, because it will not go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? Because only truth can set you free, but you cannot set anyone free. The truth will, when they hear the truth, it will either wake them up or they will stay asleep. Because if they stay asleep, that means they are not listening. You don't try to sit down and talk to somebody when they're fast asleep. Why is it we keep doing that? Why do we keep waking up people that are dead spiritually? That's not your responsibility, no. You get frustrated. Your energy is drained. Because that's what they want. You see, so I ignore those things. I ignore people that are who trying to waste my energy. Soon as people get ready to debate me, then I walk away. Because I don't have time. I don't waste my energy like that. You see, I walk my journey. I walk my path. You see, I recognize when I came on this plane, I came by myself. This is what I'm saying is. So my journey is to walk my path. Anyone that you have around you, they only can be there to assist you in some way or another, but they cannot walk your journey for you. You see, whether you call them your king, whether you call them, you know, some people say other half, I don't believe in that. I don't deal with that, because again, I'm not a believer, so I'm not into the half business. I'm a whole person. Okay, so I don't need, why I need another half? No, I'm whole. The person who I'm with is whole. He's a whole person. Okay? We just come together because we realize the purpose of coming together. You see what I'm saying is. And for a lot of us right now, we are at the stage of growth. We still not recognizing the true purpose of coming together. You see what I'm saying is. Most of us take that coming together for entertainment and for pure pleasure and passion. But no, it's way more than that, my dear brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know, we have work to do on ourselves. Why you try to work on those who have no interest in their spirituality? Why do you try to work on those who are still in the mind of the oppressor? Because they want to continue to be in that state of mind. There's nothing you can do for them. Find those who are like-minded. Let love lead the way. Let the universe, let your ancestors, and let Mother Nature, let them lead the way. Because those who are awakening, they will come and seek you out. You will meet them. Just say, I'm saying, my dear brothers and sisters, learn to trust into the universe and your ancestors. Learn to trust in Mother Nature, because they will show you. And I'm saying, speak with them. Tell them to send you the ones that are awakened. Don't waste energy on those that are not.